So I woke up this morning and I was scrolling Twitter and it felt like Christmas. There are so many things to talk about right now. You're probably gonna see like 3 videos drop today on my channel, but in this one, we're gonna talk about the magician Max who responded to Kai Cenat finally. And I don't really understand his response. I feel like none of this really makes sense. But let's just dive into it real quick. So the magician Max Major posted on Twitter saying, "I did not lie to Kai's team about the stunt I was going to perform on Mafiathon 2, and this was not an attempt to get him banned. The stunt was coordinated with his team and cleared with Twitch. Before I even started preparing for this, the very first thing I did was ensure it wouldn't jeopardize his channel or risk a ban. I had multiple conversations with his Twitch manager over text and phone. Members of Kai's team and Twitch were fully aware of the nature of the stunt, including that a gallows would be constructed, a noose would be placed around my neck, I'd be pulled up into the air/hanged, the rope would be cut, I'd fall into a pile of boxes, people would believe I was seriously injured, and that it would be revealed as a prank. To be crystal clear, this wasn't something I decided to do last minute. This took weeks of meticulous planning and training. Twitch was aware of the stunt, and after running it by the higher-ups, simply asked that we put professional stunt do not attempt on the screen. I understand people are reacting in ways I didn't anticipate, and I respect that everyone's entitled to their opinions about the stunt itself, but this wasn't designed to destroy Kai, and I didn't lie about the nature of the final stunt I was going to perform. I've sent the same details above directly to Kai, and he hasn't responded. Hope that we're able to reconnect someday." He then replies to that initial tweet showing 2 text message pictures that he supposedly had with Kai's team and a Twitch representative. From what I can tell, it looks like Twitch says, "We're trying to make some things work on our end and appreciate you coming to us and being flexible. I told them you have a timetable because of construction. I should get an update for you tomorrow. Also, before I forget, the visual disclaimer on Kai's stream of professionals at work do not try this at home or similar is greatly appreciated." And Max says that could happen when we go outside and could be said on camera. Somebody from Twitch says perf, which I assume means perfect, and says Kai has actually done that already with the sword swallowers and fire dancers. In the next picture on the bottom half, it looks like they followed up 2 days later on November 9th and said, "If you do the stunt, please have a visual disclaimer that says something like professional stunt, do not try this at home." And then there was a reply that says, of course, and then somebody from Twitch again says, "Max, you and Kai should also say it verbally." Now, first and foremost, I just want to address that some people are saying that they believe that there are text messages that were deleted, but those are 2 different people. So I think that they were saying, of course, to the response from the Twitch team. It wasn't because Max deleted a message that was in between that. I could be wrong, but I don't believe that that was the case. I'm pretty sure that these are the straightforward text messages. However, it doesn't really show us that he told them exactly what the prank was going to be. Now, I assume amongst that text thread, there is a place where he says exactly what the prank is, but he doesn't show us that. He just tells us that he let everybody know what it is, what it was going to contain, all the stuff that was going to go down with it, and that they were okay with it. But all he's showing us is them saying that it's okay as long as you put this on screen, except we don't see what is okay. Like, we're not seeing the initial messages that led to them saying that it's okay, thanks for being flexible, we can make this work. So right off the bat, I already feel like he's lying, because if you're gonna show the text messages in the first place, why not show the text messages that have you explaining the exact prank and how you're gonna get Kai by making him think that it's gonna go one way, but instead it's gonna go another? I just feel like that doesn't make any sense. And then if you actually watch back some of the clips from Kai's stream on that day when it happened, it makes even less sense to me.
Bro, he literally told my team a whole nother. You know what I'm saying?
So he really out here playing for real.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You dead wrong, Max. Max, you dead wrong.
This is why I take it there.
Max, you wrong.
That's what
You lame too for that. You could have got him banned for some shit like that. You can't do no shit like that.
First of all, I knew Max for a year and a half now. So I'm thinking he literally like coming up some good shit. I don't know, bro. That's editing for Expo. That was some type of publicity stunt.
So this is where I actually start to question if Max is telling the truth, because in the beginning of that clip, Kai says him and his team were told that the prank was going to be different. Now, for argument's sake, let's just say Max is telling the truth. It does make sense that Kai would have been told something different, because the whole point of the segment was to prank Kai. What's weird to me though is when he reacted the way that he did, you would assume that his team would have reached out to him and said, "Hey, we knew about this, Twitch knew about this, don't worry about getting banned, everything is okay, it was meant to be a prank on you," and everything would have been calm from there. But the fact that his team didn't do that makes me think that Max isn't telling the truth. Either that or his team is lying to him because they didn't expect him to react in that way, and once they heard how upset they were about the whole noose thing and, you know, lynching in the past and all the crazy shit that's tied to it, they may have wanted to distance themselves from it, and they're like, "Nah, we didn't know about it either." So I really don't know. That's where it kind of becomes confusing. But the fact that Max is not sharing any messages that show him explaining what the prank was and what the whole purpose of it was, That's what makes me think that he's lying. It just doesn't make any sense that you're gonna make this long tweet. You're gonna show messages that you guys sent back and forth, but you're not gonna show the messages that explain exactly what it is that you're gonna do. You just show the part where they say, okay, it's cool as long as you put this on screen. To me, it feels like you're hiding something. And then on top of that, there's another clip where he tries to reach out to Max to explain himself, and this is how it went.
Chat, I'm never doing a magician show ever again. He just f***ing up for everybody, bro. And is calling you and you not coming back to just explain your little magic trick, gang. You getting me mad because I don't let you come on here and display your talent. And out of everybody, I'm the one who brought you into the space for you to display your talent. Yesterday you had a good run. I kept bringing you back, and you can't even give me the respect enough to come in here and just explain your situation.
Right.
Now I'll look crazy, gang.
Just say something. But this I know something weird, because why your team still down there recording us watching?
No, that's not my team.
That's why I said his team.
His team is here.
So if I'm being completely honest with you, I just don't think that Max is telling the truth, because when he reached out to you that night and your response was, I think we just let it be what it is, that does not make any sense. If you are thinking everyone is upset with you and everyone is thinking that you did this on purpose, you should be like, hey, me and your team worked this out. We talked with Twitch. It's between all of us. We were pranking you. That's all he would have to say. He could have came on stream and talked about it. Now, I know some people are like, well, the hostility and everyone was really mad at him. They're not going to jump him on camera. It's just not going to happen. I don't know who you think Kai and his friends are, but I don't think they're dumb enough to ruin his career by jumping somebody on camera. So if he came back, they would have questioned him. He would have explained it. He could have had his team come in, and Kai's own team could have explained, hey, we were in on this. Twitch knew about it too. And that's it. It's over with. There's no more drama. But instead, he just ran off, disappeared, and said, you know what? I think we just leave it like it is. So the fact that he's coming out all this time later to try to correct things and say, hey, this was all planned, it just doesn't feel right. It feels like he's getting a lot of hate continually. And so he's just trying to find a way to get it to stop. That's what this feels like to me. I don't think that any of it's true, but we'll wait and see. If Kai comes out and says, you know what, I talked with my team, I talked with my Twitch manager, they did say that they knew about this ahead of time, I don't like it, I wish that they never did it, but he's not lying, then I'll believe it. But until then, I just think this man's full of shit. So I saw that this morning. I wanted to talk about it. We're going to talk about some other things too. Lily Phillips out here sleeping with 100 guys, and all the guys are the ones getting blamed from what I can see on my Twitter feed, which is really weird to me. And now she's going to do 1,000 guys. So we're going to talk about that in a video today. Until then, let me know what you guys thought down below, and I will catch you in the next one, homies.
I don't believe in the future, so I just look to my past life. I take all the lessons I've learned, and then I create me a moment you can't write. It's different than dreams, it's different than wishing for shit that you see. It's something you build, you gotta shed tears, and if you gon' live it, accept that you'll bleed. This ain't a drill, that's just a beat. This shit is real, cause that's what you need. This is the pill, that is the seat. Take you a moment before you concede. I got a lot of shit waiting on change, but every day wake up and do it the same. I'm sick of my mind, it's out of control. I thought it was fine, but that was a phase. I mean, it's like, I got a chance, why would I blow it? It's all that I have.